Also, if he taps out, we can play Flow of Knowledge. And bro, oh boy, you think you are playing this game? Let's show him. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the deck that I wanted to make since months, and I think you will like it. Let's go straight to the point because there's much to talk about. Normally we build lay down arms Azorius, right? We put a lot of planes in the deck and then we have this supreme 1 mana removal. But why we never do it for Flow of Knowledge? It's basically a supreme card though, if you have enough islands in the deck. And that was the idea. Fortunately, I just realized that when you have planes and islands on one card, you can actually make both in the same deck, and suddenly you have Supreme Removal and Supreme Cardo. So this was the idea for the whole deck. We have a lot of basics, and all of our dual types are also like basic land types. They aren't basics, they are basic land types. With this build, I actually went pretty heavy with the counter spells, because I really wanted to make sure that we can win control matchups, and this card is hard to cast sometimes. So for this reason, we have double Syncopate, double Make Disappear, Stroke, Negate, and triple Dissipate. It also means that when we draw a lot of cards, we can very easily trade for whatever our opponent is playing. So against, let's say, Atraxa decks, this has so many answers, they will never cast their Atraxa. So you might like it, especially if you see Atraxa a lot. Other than this, we still are pretty good against aggro. That was also the idea. Moment. Cool. We have not only lay down arms, we also have Fateful Absence, Reveries. The counter spells are cheap. We have double Syncopate, double Make Disappear, so we can early game also trade for creatures. We have Seed Shark, that is a big blocker that can get you this additional turn. Together with Emperor into Sunfall, you can absolutely win against aggro decks, as usually with a control deck. So you don't really lose much, but with Flow of Knowledge you get this supreme late game and basically mid game as well, that will get you ahead very, very quickly. I think it's a really cool build. So guys, don't forget to subscribe if you want to support the channel. I know it's boring, but it really helps. And if you aren't subscribed and you are watching daily, you know, you get cool notifications for the deck, so you don't need to fish for them. And you won't miss decks like this one, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know, like, I would subscribe, alright? All I'm gonna say. And guys, I really, really hope you will enjoy this one. We had pretty cool games, some weird ones, so I hope you will enjoy today's video and have fun with Azorius Heavy Control. Alright, going first with a Sunfall. Some nice lands, so let's see how it goes. Let's see, we always start with this one, because theoretically you can always draw 5 basics in a row and then suddenly the cycling becomes like a thing. I mean, this is a decent play for the next turn, right? Will be a hard game against Mono Blue, but we have quite a lot of counter spells, in all honesty. This is also not something he wants to counter. Let's see if he will. Bro, really? I hope you brought a lot of counter spells, bro, because you will need them. If that was an exile effect, I could understand, because usually you play one of those cards, but this way? And here you are. So this will be Mirrex. I think this is how we play. Sunfall is okay, but not really. And with Mirrex, suddenly the game is like, hello, bro. Oh, this Make Disappear. Interesting. Damage or poison? I like this one, man. He can cast something. Fading Hope, that's fine. I know he gets the Scry, but it's just a Scry. Like, he literally didn't change anything with this, because he would draw this card anyway, and he seems to be, you know, happy with drawing this card. Missing mana is extremely bad right now, especially on turn 4. Alright, I mean, I will play the game, bro. We need to be careful on the next turn, though. Yeah, so he seems to be having a lot of Fading Hopes. Alright, he got potentially 1 card extra. But we got an island, that's really good. Also, if he taps out, we can play Flow of Knowledge. And bro, oh boy, you think you are playing this game? Let's show him. Alright, we get rid of... Sunfall is kinda the same, but... Let's try Farewell, man. If we are going for it, it will be Farewell. So this is his turn, but we have laid down arms on 3 planes, so we can exile Jin. Tolerant Terror, bigger problem. And he has 4, so it's like 4, I believe. I mean, we are doing the same thing. However, he will have to discard 3 cards in total. So we both refilled. I wonder how I should use this particular turn. I think with Mirrex we're fine. So it's 4, I definitely want open mana on this turn. All of those cards are kinda relevant, probably Emperor the least. And my friend, you still need to do stuff. 2 Fading Hopes gone. We still have Syncopate. If he plays... well, if he plays Flow, that hurts. I attack. I think we will go with the Mending on this turn, just to be mana efficient. Here we go, the first one. And here's the second one. Alright. That's the funny part. He drew so many cards, right? But he's at 7. In the end. Let's see the actual play. Jin, sure. It gives him a lot of tempo, so it's not great. I think he will counter it, and then we Farewell. He doesn't seem to be a great player so far, to be honest. So I hope I get my luck with him. Alright, that was way easier than I expected, man. I really prepared for a huge battle, and he's just like, yeah, I have nothing. And I'm like, cool. Alright, so we will use Mirrex. Aww. Here we go. First. Sure. Him drawing cards, of course, is never great. But we still have Mirrex that basically ignores all of it. So only the Fading Hopes and creatures are the way he can defend against this. And let's cast the Faithful Mending. Oh my god, I thought I have 1 mana more, so that was a mistake. I really wanted the Mirrex. But let's see, he likes to counter this stuff. Like, really likes to counter it. Alright. He wants my stuff. Interesting. Not good, but interesting. I mean, I don't need... it's not countered. So I still get it. We will see what we get, and then we decide if we Faithful Mending again. I mean, those are decent cards, man. Maybe not perfect. Lay down arms. Not bad. Definitely, I think it will be Sunfall, and maybe the Emperor. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I wish I had this 1 mana more. That was a bit of big mistake on my part. That's a Fading Hope that we will counter, right? I should have attacked first. He might make mistake and use Fading Hope on this. This could also be considered mistake. Alright, so let's go. It means no Mirrex token, but we get our stuff. And he needs to refill. And we have Make Disappear that can be casualtied, which is pretty good. Enjoy the live game. Alright, I mean, I think we are in a decent spot. It's not perfect. I feel that I didn't play optimally so far. But I think we are still a little bit ahead. Bro. Bro. No worries. Enjoy your Fading Hopes. It also means we can activate this at the end step if we want, which gives us good casualty target. Alright, I really want to keep Mirrexing, so this draw is amazing. I really like it. So let's not make the same mistake and now attack without. And he has no instants that counter this. And with this we can steal Mirrex. Honestly, if he counters it, I don't think I will fight for it. I don't think we need to. Getting card out of him is already good enough. 9 mana is a problem. Alright. I mean, we need him to cast enough cards that he can be below 9 mana. That was quick. I think he lost. I think that was the turn when he fell to behind right now. He has nothing, he didn't draw much, and he's super behind right now. And he has no Fading Hopes, right? He has one in the deck, I believe? Yeah. Let's play the Seed Shark. Bro, it doesn't even matter. I prefer Mirrex token. And that's it. We make a token. And now at every end step, he's under threat of Lifa after this attack. Alright. So even with Flow of Knowledge, like, he can only get rid of one of them. He needs to play like 4 blockers in some way in one turn, and that's way too much for a mono blue. Alright, so that was an interesting game. We attack, we win. Alright, let's go another, bro. Alright, cool. Alright, I think I made some mistakes in this match. It definitely wasn't as good as it should, but it was good enough, I guess. Alright, so I mean, we are on the draw with a lot of tap lands, but thanks to laydown arms, we can actually go toe-to-toe for at least one turn and then try to fix stuff with Mending. So on the draw, always it's harder. And we probably need the Sunfall for this kind of matchup. Alright, man, he's at 4 cards. He will have the 5th one, of course. And he took the removal? Bro, you sure? Like, I think he misidentified the deck we are playing, because against aggro decks this is extremely good card, but against us, like, he took a card that doesn't make any difference basically. We will kill this, which means it slows him down super hard. It's double planes, so we can. And I mean, enjoy. We just need to survive until we cast this, and we should win. We can also cycle cards, so we should have decent draw. One of the flow can go, so we have good card to cycle. Alright, this is something that helps him recover. It's slow, but it gives him both card advantage and, you know, you get the idea. It gives him some extra value that he really needs. And I mean, he's trying to do it, man. He is trying to do so. Next turn I would expect a Calyx. I'm not scared about the dog. I'm scared about dog with Calyx, and we need to prevent it with Dissipate. Because then he doubles everything, and suddenly he actually has really high values. See ya, nerd? Alright. That was weird, but you can see that this was exactly what we hoped for. So yeah, Shuffler, please go away. So what do we do? It probably should be a Mirrex. Can we draw cards? You know what, let's start with this one. Simply because I really don't need so many of them, bro. Like, I need one. Just give me one. And we nearly can cast it for full value, but not for really full value. So we will just go like this. No card. Sucks, but we should be okay. I wish I didn't have to discard all my key cards, because I either don't draw any of them or like 3 in a row. So that's not exactly how you want to play it, but okay, so this will be Ossificate, but we can kill the... Alright, so it means he cannot attack. Cool. He draws a card, but he loses stuff. And tempo as well. He drew a land, it seems. And here we are with the Sunfall. Pretty decent. Alright, we have 4 islands, so that's already pretty good flow of knowledge. And right now we say go. We can increase Sunfall token with Mirrex. Audacity, sure. The point is that without Calyx it doesn't matter. Like, the only thing making this card scare is, you know, duplicating stuff for free. For this we honestly don't care. Like, he's out of gas fully right now. We just Sunfall and that's it. So you know what? Let's create this. He might play Ossification, and I would love it, because I don't care as much for +1/+1. Seems we could get 1 turn more. I mean, enjoy, my friend. I want my cards, bro. I want my cards. And here's my lands. Let's go like this, probably. We have Faithful Mending in the graveyard, so they are basically the same as in the hand. And I mean, he needs to kill us in like this turn. Let's go with poison. And they cannot block, of course, so it goes through, just for, you know, for memes, basically, because he will just scoop after. He just drew it from the top, the only card that punishes this kind of play, because he will get one hit with this. But he didn't have Calyx, so we don't need to matter, and he had 0 cards. But, still, you can just draw it from the top. Alright, so pretty annoying. He will refill a little bit. And he shouldn't have, honestly, because we already killed 1 Calyx, so he has only 3 in the whole deck. But we will take it and we'll still win. Let's read the card, because I want to check something. You may create a token that's a copy of non-legendary enchantment you control. He should have used Audacity on anything. Then he draws another card, and that was something I expected from him. So I mean, I take it, but it wasn't a great play, honestly. Like, this way he has 1 card, right? Yep. Alright, I mean, we are going through. We should have some cute numbers on our screen, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, normally I take all the hands, but honestly I cannot imagine winning. Like, when I thought about taking this hand, it's like, yeah, I will lose this. What about this one? A bit better, right? A little bit better. We have double white, we have Sunfall. I think I need those cards. I think it's like this. I might regret it, but we're on the draw. We have 27 lands in the deck, so we should get something. Also, Dissipate is decent. It's our turn 3 play, right? Against his 4-drop. This is perfect. This is probably the weakest 2-drop we could hope for. And let's try to build toward this, you know, sweeper. We just need to cast this card without dying, untap, and then the game is ours. Alright, you know what? I'm really happy with how the game is going. We had really hard start and we had mulligan. Our opponent got mana screwed, which is not cool. I never enjoy winning this way, but I mean, we did our decision right, so I'm happy with it at least. We have double white, so we don't need to do anything. So, hopefully he draws a land and we can play a game. Please draw a land. Oh no. You know what? I'm not doing anything until he draws a land. Let's give him the chance. Huh. He's really putting me to test right now. I mean, he will get 1 turn ahead, you know? Let's pretend we missed it. I think now it's even. Now we will try to work from here. I think it's even. He had slow start, but let's say we missed the full turn. Alright, and now we try to survive from this spot on. And let's go with the... We won't block, so we say go to damage, because he might pump. If he doesn't have place for 2 mana, he will pump. And now we can go for it, and still win. I mean, we gave him the shot. Like, I never got one when I got mana screwed. And that's probably a good game, honestly. If he pumped the creature, it means he doesn't have 2-drop. He actually needs to discard. Oh my god. Man, that happens when you play 135 cards with Tox 3. Alright, I feel better about this whole thing right now. Let's plus. And I mean, after this turn we'll have full control. That's a weird game. Not the biggest fan of it, but yeah, I think we did what we could. It's just a shuffler game, honestly. I wondered what he will, you know, bring to the table, but apparently we will never know. And our opponent is here, finally. Alright, so the curtains. That is not great, but... So I guess we will get rid... he will get rid of for a while. We cannot prevent it. In mono black. Like, come on. Do we care? No. The answer is no. Vroom vroom. And let's go with this one, I guess. And we keep up the Syncopate and make disappear, right? So he will play land at some point. He will activate the curtains and he will discard one of our counter spells, probably. Maybe Farewell, because it hits everything. It's the only one we have in the deck, so, you know. Alright, he's going for it, but in all honesty, like, he needs to kill us with this, because not a lot of stuff will go through after this. Let's go with this one. So a lot of tap lands, however, slowly but surely we are unlocking our potential. We won't hit double Faithful Mending, so that's something to consider. Unless he taps this wrong. But at this point I don't need to do anything. Like, he needs to kill me with this, and that's a lot of turns, man. Alright. We could cycle it. But I mean, I'm fine with it. At some point, I will play a card, and then you won't have your board, my friend. So, no. At some point you need to cast something. Sure, enjoy. Have fun. Alright. It could be Emperor, theoretically. Which would be a problem for us, right? If we untap, is it any better on the next turn? Honestly, I don't think we need Farewell right now. Let's just start drawing the cards and see what we get. Alright, Farewell, and probably make Disappear, because he knows about it, and it's overdue at the moment, and I still want to hit the land. He didn't exile my Faithful Mending, which is pretty cool. I might cycle this land into something else. So we are at 13, we don't super care. He goes for the Faithful Mending. And I will cast it, because I still have a counter spell. Alright, I think that's it. Right now. We can start drawing lands from the top. And we curated our land into something cooler. He messed it up, by the way. He definitely had a moment to just hit it. Not sure if you need to make a manual priority at the end step. Maybe that was the case, because it went through very quickly. So maybe like he wanted to do it, but the game didn't auto-pause for a priority. That's my guess, but let's see. Bro, 5 cards. Big decision. Casting at the end step something. Was this Emperor? It really felt like Emperor, right? Because he had the mana, he knew about counterspell, and honestly he should do it, because he can play something else on the main phase. He knows about Syncopate, so we'll play this. This way, we get rid of the counterspell he knows about. They're always weaker. When we get this counterspell, this will catch him off guard. And this will very quickly not be relevant. Let's make this game more interesting, shall we? You can crew. Just, you know, not now. Alright, and game just got more interesting. Suddenly, told you, like, this one creature is not enough to force a lethal on us. And at some point he needs to start resolving spells. We got rid of some of the counter spells, so that's his upside. Thanks to seeing all the cards, he knew exactly what to play around. Honestly, if he didn't see those counter spells, we'll probably counter like the third thing by now. So, baits. There is definitely something stronger there. He's also casting it for, you know, small thingy. I will cast Emperor now. And we will try to make 2 tokens and make the game even more interesting. Decent draw. This also means he needs to resolve something to kill at least one of the guys, right? There is priority, but it could be the here, so we cannot know if that's an instant. I don't mind the graveyard too much, so it's fine. Alright, game just got interesting, because he needs to force something right now. A Planeswalker. Be my guest. Enjoy your card. Board still on our side. And that's the cool part. So it means he needs to play more into it. And he doesn't want... He has at least 1 or 2 cards that are actually good in this hand. And he's trying to bait all the counter spells before, you know, he needs to use it. We could start attacking, but... I like having control over the game. I have triple counterspell, man. Sure. We don't play, you know, cards like Takenuma, so we don't super care. And here we go. The actual card. He doesn't... So he sees the Syncopate. What is the follow-up? Nothing really scary, I think. Tenacious Underdog might be here. But it can be countered with Dissipate, right? So let's go for 3 mana. It means we cannot counter more on this turn, but he has only 2 mana, so I don't think he can resolve anything super scary. Probably like the underdog is the worst, but then we can Sunfall. Board on our side, and the moment we hit one flow of knowledge, we win the game, which is the whole point, right? I can chill, bro. Every turn I have the chance to draw my win con. And you have no win cons. We got 1 Exalt, which is reason he's still in the game. If we had this in the hand, we already would have won. Path of Peril. That's an interesting one. I don't really want to counter it. I don't really want to counter it in all honesty, but I will. This means that like he is getting counter spells for cards that are not really for the matchup, so that's not bad, not good for us. But I think it should buy us more time this way. I feared that he might have double Path of Peril, which would be really good for him, because then we cannot counter the other one. Alright, the land. Honestly the worst one, because this one we cannot cycle. We also cannot attack. The alternative plan would be to Fateful Absence this, but I don't want to give him the card and I want to force the board. Like, if he plays Shrouded, I get 2 damage and then I Sunfall and I get a really good trade. And a 4/4 that will protect me for later. Here we go. The actual true card. This is a win con. So he had a win con in the end. Alright. I could kill my own stuff and draw a card, which honestly could... I will. Oh boy, I will. If that's how you roll, my friend, I think it kills all tokens, and all tokens, yep. Enjoy your fizzle moment. That was the second main phase, I guess, because he didn't attack. Also, he can use Hears at any point. Emperor, very good draw. Lay down arms. Good draw. Let's see if he knows about the Hears. He should. We pay 3 life, and we see the reaction. They didn't go for it. Interesting. Because we have Emperor against this. So even if he plays something, Cruise, and attacks for lethal basically, we just play the Emperor and exile it permanently. Maybe he didn't want this to be a sorcerer speed target. Actually, that's a good play. That would make sense. Here's the Shrouded. No attacks. I can take definitely this 2 damage. Land is actually decent because I believe it gets us to 9, which means we can Sunfall on the same turn. And that means that Shrouded is no more here. Alright, I need to draw Flow of Knowledge at some point of this game, because I'm nearing half of my deck. And I should already have one, but we are not getting what we need. Because that's the main card draw and the whole reward for playing the whole build. So we need to hit one of them and we win. Like, look how many islands we have, man. Sure. Let's see if that's enough. A Syncopate, a decent draw. It negates one of the cards he might have. Not much in the graveyard to exile, so, you know. I still have in the head that we could be attacking with those 2 samurais, so he would be so much lower, but I don't think that was a great idea altogether. I see. Syncopate for 1, the classic. I still think we need the Emperor, because that's how we deal with the Hears. Otherwise, every drop just kills us. Especially if we want to keep attacking. And we want. Lay down arms is good against his creatures, like Shrouded. He has a lot of those. Yeah, like he plays a lot of creatures. Interesting build. Doesn't feel super optimized, but it's cool. Alright. Let's see. So basically the game is just us waiting to get the card we need. That's basically it. And we see how long it takes until we hit card that wins us the game. Because moment we didn't even hit Mirrex, man, just to even start making tokens. So not great draw so far. But at some point, thank you, At some point we have to start drawing them. Oh, it just got scary. He has Field of Ruin, but we'll get an island, we will get a token that he needs to answer still. And it also means that our draws are better and we have more islands. So I'm fine with it. And one token is already quite a lot of pressure, honestly. Good timing for his Field of Ruin for sure, but it's still good for us. I mean, I would prefer Flow of Knowledge, but you know, I'll take what I have. Man, it really feels that I would just kill him, but you know, I don't like to play into this plan, because like one creature and crewing just kills us. I'm not even sure if he realizes that he has creature that can be crewed. So far he didn't show it in any way. Geeks command. Killing creatures and getting stuff back. I mean, that's good for him. That's one of his key cards for the deck. Oh, he didn't have anything? Oh my god, we exiled everything. Oh, that was mean. Alright, that means that we have a Wandering Emperor and one of them will start attacking him. Oh, half deck, one Flow of Knowledge. Not exactly how I imagined it, but we are making it work slowly but surely. And we have a lot of answers.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Exiles a creature or planeswalker. Greatest mana value. I mean, it's not like we have much of a choice. Interesting choice. I sometimes see this card used, but yeah, pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. So we're not playing other Emperor. I mean, this is pretty horrible draw so far, I'm not gonna lie. So we have this game in a pocket, but the Shuffler doesn't want to give us the win. So we are waiting until Shuffler will give it. Especially that our opponent is hitting bomb after bomb against our, you know, threats. So, alright, they know about it. Alright, finally. Oh man, that's a Vigilance. That's not great. That's not great, man. Oh my god, they don't even know, man. A lifelink. Come on, bro. Oh man, so in all honesty, if the player knew what he was doing, and he really should, in Azorius control deck, we would be dead already. So that's a fair point, but on the other side, Shuffler could also give us a win at any point, but it doesn't want to. Let's go for Lay Down Arms. I heard you like the live game, so here you are. And we will go with, I guess, the Samurai. Token is really helpful. And it seems that we need to win without our main stratagem. Alright, the Realm Breaker. It just got hit. And another Hears. However, it will take a while before it's super scary. Alright, let's see all of our key cards milled. No! It's still not... Man, you could think I don't play this card in my deck. But I play 4 in fact. Just because I really want to draw it. Alright, I see how it is. Let's activate and start being aggressive because we do not have much time. Thank you. See? It is possible. I would prefer to draw it before the milling, you know, happens, but I want you to see how exactly this deck should work. 15 cards, still decent. And I mean, it's 2 turn Nifar, so let's go for more creatures. We play this, we go for the Seed Shark, and I mean, he needs to kill us really quickly. This has Summoning Sickness, so we won't attack right now. And with Negate we should be able to make sure that whatever he draws is not good enough. However, generally we should lose this game if he named Vigilance, but you know, I'll take it. Just Mythic being Mythic, you know? Last card. And that's a pretty good one. Honestly, but he still dies, right? 5, yeah. 5, 10 damage exactly. So, enjoy. And you're dead. Right? Right. Alright, that was absolutely not how I imagined this game will work, but it worked, so it's pretty cool.